waved the flag. That was gangster.
Yeah, that's that flip ass.
I gotta pop out and show.
Oh my gosh. In what can only be described as a seismic shift in the hip-hop landscape, Drake has found himself unceremoniously ejected from the Black community's inner circle, and the evidence couldn't be more glaring. The collective reaction from Black celebrities to Kendrick's monumental Super Bowl performance spoke volumes, essentially serving as the final resounding nail in Drake's metaphorical coffin. The responses from cultural titans like LeBron James, 50 Cent, and Boosie have transformed this rivalry into something far more significant than anyone could have anticipated. The saga of LeBron James's allegiance has become particularly fascinating. Since his dramatic falling out with Drake, LeBron has positioned himself firmly in Kendrick's corner, and he's seized every conceivable opportunity to express his support. The basketball legend's enthusiasm for Kendrick's performance was especially noteworthy, particularly given the controversial backdrop of Drake's attempted legal action to prevent K-Dot from performing Not Like Us. LeBron's Instagram story resonated with unbridled excitement, declaring, "He gon' kill that," with an energy reminiscent of Bart Scott's iconic enthusiasm. The situation took an even more dramatic turn when Drake, feeling deeply betrayed by LeBron's allegiance to Kendrick, chose to retaliate in a particularly explosive manner. Through his trusted ally academics, Drake orchestrated the exposure of LeBron's alleged clandestine interactions with paid companions, adding yet another layer of complexity to this already intricate web of relationships and rivalries.
I talk to enough in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two-mans, okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the whole.
In a remarkable display of loyalty, Snoop Dogg has emerged as one of Kendrick's most steadfast supporters. What makes this alliance particularly intriguing is that it transcends their own brief period of tension in 2024, which ironically centered around the Drake situation. When it came to supporting Kendrick at the Super Bowl, Snoop's dedication was unwavering, as evidenced by his personal documentation of the event.
That's gangster. Get him, Doc. Just went viral.
However, as with any moment of triumph, there were those who sought to diminish its significance. DJ Academics, long known for his unwavering support of Drake, launched into an impassioned critique during his livestream. His frustration was palpable as he railed against what he termed the anti-Drake grifters and dismissed what he perceived as excessive woke talk. In a particularly pointed criticism, he took aim at Kendrick's choice of necklace, attempting to reduce it to mere promotional material for PG Lang. Academics' disdain reached new heights as he accused Kendrick's supporters of mindless idolization, suggesting their praise lacked original thought. His determination to remain unimpressed by the performance, regardless of its widespread acclaim, was nothing short of remarkable. The intensity of his reaction only served to underscore the performance's impact on the hip-hop landscape.
Hey, you don't leak shit, y'all. I told y'all what's gonna happen if it happened. Like, yo, nothing bigger than the chat. Let me tell you how I got that.
Boosie's response to the situation demonstrated a fascinating attempt at diplomatic criticism. While extending congratulations to Kendrick Lamar for his performance, he couldn't resist suggesting that Louisiana's musical talent pool was deep enough to warrant its own showcase. However, it was his contemplation of Drake's emotional state following Kendrick's powerful performance that truly captured attention. His reflection on Drake's generous history of feature collaborations and the current silence from those he's helped advance was particularly poignant. Boosie's social media message resonated with raw emotion. Just imagining how Drake feel after boosting so many artist careers with his features, and those same ones ain't got nothing positive to say about this dude. His follow-up statement carried even more weight. "That's weak to me on God. If I was Drake, nobody could ever get another feature from me." The controversy intensified when Kai Cenat entered the fray, alleging the use of artificial crowd enhancement during the performance. Drake's subtle endorsement of this claim through a video spoke volumes about his perspective on the situation. Meanwhile, the presence of Drake's OVO crew watching from Australia, coupled with his conspicuous absence, only served to heighten the palpable tension surrounding the event. Marlon Wayans attempted to inject some compassion into the situation following the performance, expressing genuine concern for Drake's well-being. His message on X carried a tone of sincere worry. "Damn, I got to call and check on my ninja Drake." The situation became even more complex with Tyga's visible enjoyment of Kendrick's performance, which prompted social media users to reference his past relationship with Kylie Jenner, a connection that becomes even more intriguing given Jenner's own historical links to Drake. The atmosphere at Jamie Foxx's Super Bowl celebration perfectly captured the evening's electric energy. The sight of his entire family immersed in the moment, dancing and singing along to Not Like Us during Kendrick's performance, painted a picture of the event's widespread impact. The ripple effect of Kendrick's performance reached even Chris Brown, who felt compelled to share his amazement through a simple yet powerful Instagram story. Wow. However, perhaps the most striking response came from Drake's former romantic interest, SZA, who not only joined Kendrick for several memorable duets, but also delivered what many perceived as a subtle yet powerful statement. Her description of Kendrick as a prophet and her gratitude for his willingness to put the world on your back carried additional weight given her historical connection to Drake. The support from Kendrick's inner circle was nothing short of overwhelming. J-Rock's enthusiastic use of fire emojis on X was matched by Killer Mike's eloquent praise of the performance as straight fire and brilliant. The unified front presented by the entire TDE family demonstrated the strong bonds within Kendrick's camp. Industry veteran Jermaine Dupri's technical analysis of the performance, particularly highlighting Kendrick's exceptional breath control and raw energy, added a layer of professional validation. The observation that Kendrick delivered his verses live, without the safety net of a backing track, stood in stark contrast to some of his contemporaries' practices. 50 Cent's emphatic endorsement of Kendrick's selection for the Super Bowl slot, declaring him the guy right now, effectively dismissed any questions about the choice. His rejection of comparisons between Kendrick's and Drake's relative popularity levels seemed particularly significant given the context. The hip-hop community's response to the performance has been nothing short of extraordinary. The comment section beneath the Super Bowl performance video has become a repository of pointed observations, with one particularly memorable note highlighting the smile at the camera when he says, "Hey Drake is gold." Given the inception of this conflict in March 2024, another viewer's characterization of it as the longest funeral I've ever seen seemed especially apt. One comment particularly captured the historical significance of the moment. "I know this goes deeper than a mere rap beef, but Kendrick won the battle, the war, the skirmish, the scuffle, and has taken a victory lap. I'm not sure you can even call this a beef anymore. It has transcended to some higher dimension that will be discussed by historians in the far future." This observation effectively encapsulated the sense that this rivalry had evolved beyond typical hip-hop competition into something more culturally significant. Drake's response, or rather his notable lack thereof, to Kendrick's triumphant Super Bowl moment has been telling. His apparent discomfort with Kendrick's decision to reference him on such a massive platform has been evident, though largely expressed through silence and indirect actions. However, the undeniable reality is that Kendrick Lamar has ascended to new heights, commanding a level of respect that transcends traditional metrics of success in the hip-hop industry. The reverberations of this performance continue to echo through the hip-hop community, raising numerous questions about the future of this iconic rivalry. Will this moment serve as a catalyst for an even more intense phase of their competition? Has Drake experienced a genuine betrayal from his artistic peers? Has Kendrick's Super Bowl performance definitively established him as the preeminent figure in contemporary rap? The implications of this event extend far beyond a simple performance or even a high-profile rivalry. It represents a potential shifting of the guard in hip-hop, a moment where the traditional metrics of success, sales, streaming numbers, and chart positions have been overshadowed by raw artistic achievement and cultural impact. The fact that this transformation played out on one of the world's largest stages only serves to amplify its significance. As we continue to process the aftermath of this historic moment, it's clear that its impact will be felt for years to come. The dynamics between these two titans of hip-hop, along with their respective allies and supporters, continue to evolve in ways that captivate and surprise even the most seasoned observers of the genre. Whether this represents a definitive changing of the guard or merely another chapter in their ongoing rivalry remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the landscape of hip-hop has been irrevocably altered. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this developing situation in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe to stay updated, and be sure to check out our next video on the end screen. This story is far from over, and you won't want to miss what happens next.